My teacher asked the question, like, well, how many of you were bullied? You know, not thinking that they would actually raise their hand. But almost every kid rose their hand. My name is Caitlin Dowdy, and I am part of a dual enrollment program through Laney High School. We went to one of Justin's Saturday morning classes, and none of us knew what it really was. We just knew that it was a self-defense class, and it would be really cool since Mom works at the hospital, so she might need it for her patients, and I've had a rough past with bullying, so we thought it would be all fun to do as a family. And we did. We weren't prepared for it at all. I showed up in jean shorts. Dad ate a huge breakfast before we did it, and I don't know, like after that first class, we all like immediately fell in love with it, and we started to come more often. I've been to roughly 7 or 8 schools, and no matter what seemed to happen, like new school, like new teachers, like it was always kind of the same kind of thing. People would exclude me, be mean to me, pretend to be my friend, but then would just all of a sudden stop. It started to get like more severe at one point where there's this boy and he threatened to kill me with a knife. And he wrote me a note saying he would stab me with the knife that he had in his backpack during, you know, like recess. I was very hesitant about telling my teacher, but then when I did, she got the principal and they searched his bag, and then there is a kitchen knife in his bag. So he was actually planning to kill me during recess, and that was a little scary. 2 years after the knife threat, there was another one on the bus. She pulled out a knife and was like, meet Mr. Death. You know, she was plotting to stab somebody at school, and then she wanted to stab the guy who was sitting next to me, but that also meant she would stab me to get to him, and it was just very stressful. And then when I hit middle school, it became really rough, because we went in thinking a Christian middle school would be really nice, and you know, you wouldn't think that people would be super, super mean like they were in public schools. But it was like the complete opposite. It was like people were worse. It was about like, you know, gossiping and just being mean and just doing everything they could to like make you feel awful. I am a very strong believer of, you know, helping someone, like fighting for somebody and standing up for somebody. And once, you know, when I see people who are in trouble or being bullied, I have to help. Even if I don't know them, even if that person doesn't like me, I have to help, because I know what it can do to you. I know how bullying can make you feel. You know, I don't want to just stand there and watch it happen, because that's what people did with me, was just stand there and watch it happen. Some of it does require yelling based on the bully. If I'm just being honest there, like, I will get in their face and be like, you will not do that to this person, like, you know. But if it's like, if they're trying to get physical with them, you know, it's like, I know Krav, you know, it's like, so I'm not afraid to just immediately jump in. Like, I know how to block a punch. I know how to maneuver myself behind you and, you know, put you in a chokehold or bring you to the ground. Like, I know how to defend myself, so I'm not afraid to go in when it's physical. You know, and if it means being physical, that's not my first go-to, of course, because then that means like everybody gets in trouble. But if it means like getting in the way and, you know, taking a punch for a friend, I'm gonna do that. You know, it's like, because I'm capable of doing that. We started Krav about 2 Aprils ago, and that July of the year that we started, I got sexually harassed, and I just couldn't tell my parents. I just was too nervous and stressed me out too much, and so I felt like I could tell Justin. You know, it's like, he's the fighting teacher, you know, he teaches us self-defense, you know, maybe he can, you know, he'll tell me how I can defend myself or what I should have done, you know, but like Justin read through that and asked me, did this happen to you? And I don't know, it made me feel safe. And there's not a lot of people who make me feel safe. He made me feel like I could tell him anything. And that he truly has my back.
Oh, thank you so much.
That took a lot.
Yeah.
That took a lot.